In 2007, I walked over to my dad's chair. He was reading these forums about a game that was apparently in development. Full loot, open world PvP. You could build cities and have guards, have a store, own a house, and become a crafter. He was so excited about it. I saw for the first time how Darkfall could make someone feel. For many, it brought back that wonder, that sense of exploration and intrigue, that escape. Over the next year, all my dad and I could talk about was how excited we were for Darkfall. What race were we going to play? What did we want to craft? Did we want to make boats? Armor? Did we want to build a house? A city, even? The world of Agon felt like it had no limits. We could get in and do whatever came to mind. When Darkfall finally announced beta, changes were made. The extreme sandbox we and many others had hoped for had, changed. Many turned away, but not us. In February of 2009, Darkfall opened their store. The website blew up. Hundreds of thousands of people constantly trying to buy a copy of the game. Darkfall had become an overnight success. 4 months later, I was finally able to purchase my copy of Darkfall online. From that point, my dad and I played Darkfall from the time that it came out to the day that it shut down. Darkfall means many things to a lot of different people, but what I think it means the most is freedom. No rules, no boundaries, no one telling you what you should do. You logged on, you did what you want, when you wanted, and how you wanted. That's what made Darkfall great. The Darkfall from 2009, the beginning, was a completely different game from what we had towards the end. It was grim, dark, brutal, unforgiving. Everyone scrambled to obtain as many resources as they could without dying. There was no direction, no one holding your hand. No one knew where to start, where to go. So people started exploring, myself included. That's where the sense of wonder really sparked. The map felt so large. Over every hill lied something new. Every time you saw a creature or a structure, it was exciting. Then it happened. The very first red player. That feeling of instant excitement, anxiety, the thrill. Your heart immediately started to pump, frantically deciding what to do next. Someone carry on, continue exploring. For me, that wasn't an option. The first fight solidified my stay in the world of Agon for as long as it was there. Over the next few months, the game started changing. It became more stable. More patches were implemented, and people were leaving. I quickly learned that my thrill, my excitement, the world that I loved, people hated it. Darkfall isn't for everyone. It never has, and it never will. That's just something we've all had to accept. The game began releasing its first couple of patches and expansions. The game was evolving to something else. Suddenly, it felt more fluent. Combat felt like a dance. The direction felt straightforward. I knew what to do and how I wanted to do it. The game had reached a pretty good high point. Hell Freeze, the Ray patch, or what others called the Jesus patch. The savior of Darkfall, the birth of a new and promising age for Darkfall had begun. People once again flooded the gates to jump back into the world of Agon for new and exciting content. It was around this time that I felt Darkfall was in its golden age. The combat had become even better, and some might say it was close to flawless.
thing is starting. We gotta push that feeling. We got your party. We got your songs all singing. Seems like you are someone who likes to get down, so do what you like. Won't you show your moves to me? We're on a roll. Get it together, keep pushing. So start your stroll.
Months went by and nothing new happened. It became the same stale shit over and over again. It was at this time that people began to leave the world of Agon behind, myself included. I'd finally decided I couldn't do it anymore. There was nothing left. I felt like I had done everything and everyone else was leaving anyways. I tried. I tried to stay away, but it was just too good. I had to come back. I had spent too much time already. How could I walk away from it? Others had the same feeling that I did because, to my excitement, I noticed the population had picked back up again. Weeks go by. Nothing. Months. Not a single word as to what the future of Agon will be. Things were looking bleak. Sure, people stayed to play, but it was but a fraction of what this amazing mammoth of a game could have been. Its potential wasn't being met. The talk of Darkfall 2.0 had been going on for months, but suddenly it became true. They announced Darkfall and Holy Wars, and that it was not going to be an expansion, but a new game. A reboot of Darkfall, as they called it.
The new game was something that developed over time. We started out wanting to add new features to the game, like, for example, a role system. We had discussed this. We also wanted to fix some legacy issues the game had, like
Darkfall was ending. It was all coming down, crumbling all around us. All of the time that we had spent in the world of Agon, it was all over. I and many others had just given up. We left. We gave up on the game that we loved and its future. Then the day had come. Doomsday. The final day of Darkfall Online. In an effort to celebrate its last day, everyone came back to say their goodbye. And in its final moments, Darkfall had erupted with an explosive battle that no one will forget. The final send-off. Before it was to never be seen again. Then, just in an instant, it was gone. All of that time spent, the memories, the friendships, it was just over. Just like that. I think back to that day in 2007 when my dad told me all about a little game in development, that it was going to be amazing. And you know what? It was. It was the best experience I had ever had, and I will ever have in a game, because it was more than just a game. It was a world that we all lived in, and they took it from us. So that was it. We sat down, defeated. Over the next 3 years, we would go on to become former shells of our Darkfall selves, playing their imposter of a game, constantly comparing it to its former glory, and always being disappointed. Until one day, hope. After all this time, there were talks of the possibility of Darkfall coming back, reviving it from the dead and returning it to its former glory. After so many years, we finally stood up. Enough was enough. We became sick of settling for this piece of garbage of a game. So the Darkfall community pushed back and we fought. And through the smoke of it all, came out the victor.